For poser people, there's going to be two suggestions I'm going to make to you to get this into poser. One is um, to build it all in DAS, because poser doesn't have the snapping system like DAS. So from the first tutorial, this is the set that we've made. So what we want to do is save this out as a subset and export it out. And let's see, we'll call the first one, we'll rename it. Well, double click to rename. Say main entrance. Then I would just drag all these on top, so you would keep all these sections together as one piece. And then I would go to File, Save as Subset. And now I've got it in my library. This is where I save it, under Props, Midnight Story, ES for Easy Snaps. And then I've got another directory called Subsets. So I would just save it as main entrance and go save. Already exists, yes, I've already done this, and just make sure that only that one is ticked. Compression file off and on. I always leave it on. It seems to work better when converting. So then we'll navigate to the subset directory where we saved it, which is that one. We'll make sure that is highlighted. We'll make sure we're on the Contents tab, and up here we'll go create composer compatible file. So one of the first things you got to figure out, well, where do you keep all your where do you store all your poser files? For me, there's two directories, and I usually keep it in the public directory under my DAS Studio library. So I changed that to there. I also changed the extension to props under P. And then I'll just put a trimmed path there, and it'll come under under the Dyson conversion directory and under props. Then we'll click accept. Next we'll boot up Poser. Hopefully will not take too long. We'll delete Andy out of here. And so this is we want to click on props, and then I've got like my DAS directory library sitting under here, and then we'll look for the Dyson conversion and look for props. That's where but also it takes into account it was saved in the under the easy snaps, and then it was saved under the subdirectory, and then it was main entrance. So we just click on that. Oh, it's taking a little bit longer than what I expected. In the second part, what I'll do is show you how to do it within Poser itself. It's basically converting DAS units into Poser units so you can move it around. Yes, it's not the quickest system, decent, but it's better than nothing. So there you can see that everything's imported in. So everything's imported in. I'm hoping that you can use the doors here under actors, adjustments, and it'll be open door. So yep, that's all working. So that would be the easiest way to do it. The next one, next session, I'll show you how to build it within Poser itself. In this one, I'm going to show you how to do it within Poser itself. Now, there's no snapping system in here, so it's all going to have to be done via the dialog boxes. For instance, you can see 5.29 here, which is actually 150 units in DAS itself. So basically you divide it up into 3. Number here. I will put this in the description box so you can copy and paste. The distance between each module actually is this distance here. So if you just copy and paste this in to each one of your increments, it should snap perfectly, and thus sideways as well. So I'll just demonstrate. We'll go, let's see, end section. It's okay. We've got the end section selected from props. And what we want to do is transition. We just copy and paste what we did in there. I think it's actually a minus transition on this one. Whoops, sorry, wrong one. On the Z. And as you can see, that snaps in perfect there. Don't worry about the banding or the bad text. It's just my graphics card. It's not showing the full textures. It'll render fine. Let's try adding a ramp. So the ramp is selected. What you're going to have to do to get that to face out the other way is give that a 180-degree turn. and that should be all you need to do. So basically, if you stick with these measurements and just say each module is roughly 10 units long, if you stick with that and you move it sideways, you rotate it, and not base it all on these measurements within Poser, well, that's the closest I can come up with it anyway. So I hope you guys can get something out of this, and thanks for watching.